everybody! Surprised to see me? Okay, I know it's been a long time, but I have been so super busy getting ready for the Sci-Fi Con convention that I'm going to at the end of the month. For the first time, I bought a vendor table, so I'm going to sell my chocolates that you've heard me talk about. Anyway, what we are going to do today, ice cream cone cupcakes in the microwave. I know I thought I wore a fitting shirt for that. Anyway, what you're going to start out with are these mini little size ice cream cones. And what you're going to need is just some sort of container to keep them upright in. I have my little baking pan that you've seen me use before, and I'm being careful with it so I don't tip them over. I can fit about 9 in here, but however many you use is up to you. Now for the cupcake batter, you can use a little pre-made mix, just one of those tiny boxes, which is what I have here, and I mixed up. It's a funfetti mix, because who doesn't like funfetti? But if you're going to want to put just a smidgen of work into it, make your own batter. I'll show you how to do that with the chocolate batter here. I know, pardon the mess in the kitchen. Like I said, when you get ready for a con, I'm telling you, that can completely consume your life. Anyway, get your flour and your tablespoon. And a mixing bowl. That might be important. You're going to put 4 tablespoons of flour in your mixing bowl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now you can move your flour. Okay. Now you're going to want 4 more tablespoons of sugar. Okay. Move your sugar. Sorry, just checking my recipe. Hey, what can you say? I don't memorize these. Anyway, you're going to want 2 tablespoons full of cocoa powder. 1 and 2. Now, if you want to add a dash of, maybe a little kick to it or something, throw in a tablespoon of instant coffee granules. Yeah, I think it gives it a nice taste. But this part is completely optional. I just think it gives it a good little kick. And you just want one little tiny, this isn't even a measurement, just a little pinch of salt. Nothing much. Whew. You can tell it's warm out today. I'm sweating. Anyway, yeah. Just give that a good mix. Now you're going to want 2 tablespoons of whisked egg, which just means you're going to throw 1 egg in a bowl and just mix it up with your fork like you do for a scrambled egg. Just get yourself 2, well, attempt to get yourself 2 tablespoonfuls of it. I'm putting a little extra in because that's doobie. I know you have a little bit left over, but hey, do one of my microwave omelets with it or something. Trust me, you don't want to put the whole egg in because that could completely throw off your balance. Now you're going to want 3 tablespoonfuls of regular milk. One. And 2. And 3. Okay. Set your milk to the side. Now you're going to want 3 more tablespoons, but of oil this time. Just regular veggie oil, doesn't matter. Okay, and that should be all you should need for your quick little chocolate cupcake batter. Yeah, it'll make enough to do a couple cupcakes. Not a lot. You want more than that. If you wanted to do like a full batch of chocolate, just double everything I told you. You know, do 8 of flour, 8 of sugar, 4 of the cocoa, a full tablespoon of the coffee, and so on, 2 pinches of salt, so on and so on. You can see you'll have a nice little thick batter in the bottom there. Not a lot, just enough to get you a good, okay, I could have used a smaller mixing bowl. But, like I said, I just doing enough to show you what to do. Okay, get that all mixed up. Set your egg to the side. Okay, bring on. Sorry, this was in my fork down into the bowl. Okay, let me throw my fork over here. Okay, now you're gonna need your cones, your batters, and a tablespoon. Because you're only gonna want to fill these maybe 2 tablespoons tops, but only 3/4 full. Only. Do not do more than 3/4 or you're going to get boiling over. You see, with using these small ones, like I did, you're only going to want 1 tablespoonful in these. Because that fills it about 3/4 full. You don't even want a heaping tablespoon, just a regular tablespoon, because these will puff up. Take a break with those and do some chocolate ones. Rotate. May take you a couple scoops more to do the chocolate ones. That's because they use a different measuring spoon. Okay. Doesn't matter how many scoops you use, you just want to make sure you get them 3/4 full. You'll probably notice they'll rise a little differently just because this will be like store-bought versus pre-made. But I thought I'd show you both ways to go about it so that you could either make your own or buy your own. Bling bling, you're going to get nice ice cream cone cupcakes. And if it's on a day like today that is way too hot to be baking in the kitchen, you can still make your favorite treats. Oh, they'll be your favorite treats after you try them. Let me just check my recipes a second, because I do have 2 different recipes going on here. Okay. Now, I'm going to pop them in the microwave for 2 minutes and then check them. Be very careful when you're lifting them up and setting them down in. No moving too fast. Keep an eye on them when they're turning. Full power, you don't need to put it down any. Where are my toppings? Okay, and like I said, this is a good container to use because you can see they're not tipping over at all. You could use icing on this, you could use whatever you want. I happen to get some Cool whipped cream in a can and maraschino cherries. That'll make it really easy. Plus it'll make them look like ice cream. Whoop. I'm starting to see some of my cones rise. Okay, there we go. Like I said, whoop, they're definitely rising up. Well, at least the ones that, the funfetti ones, the chocolate ones may not rise as much or as quickly. Like I said, store-bought versus making your own. Oh, and 3/4 full was perfect for the funfetti ones because they are rising just right. Maybe even a little higher than you like because you're going to want to put toppings on them. If after you do this you notice that one's more done than the other, you can take some out and leave the other ones in for 30 seconds to a minute till they're nice and spongy and they don't stick to your finger. If you want to do the classic baking test, get a toothpick and put it down in, and if it slides up and there's nothing sticking to it, it's done. But if you see any dough sticking to it, put it in for just a little bit longer. Okay. I'm just going to tap on these, and they're just a little bit sticky yet, so I'm going to do them one more minute. And you'll probably see that your chocolate won't rise as much as your funfetti if you did it the way I did it, just because store-bought versus making your own. I would probably honestly do them no more than 3 minutes because then they'll get too dry and just won't be as good. And I'm going to show you how to put the toppings on that I like, but if I were you, I'd let yours cool a little bit first because this will kind of melt off. Yep, and your chocolate, if you made it like I did, is right at the top of the cone where it should be. Whereas the funfetti's poofed up just a little bit. I don't know about you, but I love maraschino cherries. Oh, they're so good. Three seconds till we check it again. Let me put my milk away. You probably smell the cones, but that's okay. Okay. We have cupcakes! Nice and spongy, nice and spongy, nice and spongy. And your cones are probably going to be with like your more, if it's a store-bought batter, your cones might feel a little damp at the moment, but let them set, let them cool, and they'll do better. Because you just cooked them in the microwave with a wet batter, and you can kind of see that they're a little bit soft. So your best bet right now would be to let it cool, put it in the fridge if you need to, set them off on a paper towel like you would the cookies that I did the other time. And when they're cool, you can put the toppings on and everything, because right now they're hot and your toppings are just going to slide off. But in the interest of showing you guys what I like to do, I'm going to take one that is still kind of toasty, but I couldn't not use this on air. It's melting already. Ta-da! Cupcake! Ice cream cone. And as the doctor had Amy say to herself, cheer up, have an ice cream cone, and I'll see you in a few weeks. Can't promise I'll see you before that because I'm busy getting ready for Sci-Fi Con. Come and see me if you're in the area. And I'll see you later. Ice cream.